camera or shotgun? The choice is yours. Join Sunny as she takes you hunting for wild boars. Scores of wild boars frenetically run through the dense forest. A true hunter's dream. And now we will show it to you. We will experience unforgettable hunting adventures. Crossing 4 continents in search of the world's finest hunting grounds, we will travel to Africa and Australia, where wild pigs roam free. We will stalk for trophy boars in Europe, and will take part in hunting batus in Asia. Share the thrill of the furious wild boars encounter with the fearless dogs. Feel the excitement. Feel the danger. Share the adventure. Join the gathering of boars and hunters.
It is the beginning of October, and in the mountain region where Driven Hunt takes place, almost all leaves have fallen off the tree branches. The shooting conditions are perfect. Several driven hunts already took place in the region, and the work of the drivers is more difficult because they should pass over much larger area in order to gather the scattered animals and group of boars. This hard task would have been impossible weren't it for the well-trained hunting dogs that take part in the hunt. The majority of them are beagles that are especially trained for this type of hunting. The Bulgarian beagle is also called Ludogorsko or Deliormansko. This is undoubtedly the most famous breed of hunting dogs in Bulgaria. Together with the hound and the beardless hound, this dog has been playing a decisive role in the successful hunting of wild boars for several centuries. It is not very clear how it appeared at the Bulgarian land, and we can only make guesses about the roots of its origin, but sufficient information is contained in the historical sources that as early as the ancient tribes of the Thracians and Illyrians, Celts and ancient Greeks also had similar dogs. During the Ottoman rule in Bulgaria, the conquerors crossed the local hunting dogs with the Asia Minor hounds they brought with them, and consequently with the small-sized and slowly running beagles. There is a legend of an exam that was held in the outskirts of the town of Shumen, where the famous beagle of Mithad Pasha earned 10 golden pounds in competition with the other dogs. For example, it managed to drive the game 12 times in front of hunters' eyes. The same Mithad Pasha used to tell the Bulgarians, "Keep your dogs, because they have no peers." Another Turkish governor was also a great fan of the Bulgarian beagles, Osman Pasha. We know that after the long siege of Pleven, the Russians and Serbs kept him while he was hunting, and together with the people accompanying him, there were hawks and 6 Ludogorsky beagles. The first thing the captive asked for was for his dogs to be well fed and looked after. This example illustrates the high esteem at which the working capacities of these dogs were kept. After the long detour of several connected hills and gullies, the driven hunt finally approaches the posts of the hunters, and their patience will soon be rewarded. The first shot is like a distant thunder that is to show the seeming tranquility and hush are just the beginning of the storm. The drivers are already at the neighboring hill, and soon the boars will have to pull out as they pass through the area of the hunters. Now they will have to materialize the efforts made by the team of the drivers and dogs. Iva, why didn't you see the boar? Here it is. Do not get inside the dense shrubs. It may be wounded. Hey, you! There is a shotgun nearby. The boars are too far away, and they find their way out unscratched by the firing in the dense shrubs. It seems they have stopped, and now they are hiding behind the bushes, waiting for the noise and the smells of the hunters surrounding them to give them a clue about the right direction for escape. Crows are among the first visitors after the shots. Boars are still among the blackberry bushes, but no force is capable of driving them out of their unconquerable citadel. This tangle of ivy, shrubs, and bushes could stop and seriously wound every person that has decided to go straight through the bushes. Even the dogs are not full of desire to get to there. Are there any dogs? Let us get a dog inside. The The dog goes out without finding the boars. Most probably, the smart animals have silently sneaked in safe direction, guided by the noise emitted by people, or the boar prudently gave up the dangerous task. Nevertheless, the drivers are sure that the boars are still here, and one of them makes desperate attempt to get inside the prickly bushes. Wild blackberries with their sharp thorns could stop every enthusiast that is lured by its delicious berries. It is bears and hinds' favorite. Wild blackberry is a perennial shrub with crawling, strong stem with dense thorn cover. Bees gather from it great quantities of nectar and pollens, and in the field of medicine it has numerous helpful applications, including a supplementary aid for cancer treatment. Boars use it as a shelter from the invasion of people and hunters. Animals are well aware that they are invincible under the thick cover of leaves, stems, and thorns. In the end, the hunters have to give up the search and aim towards the next driven hunt terrain. The drivers and the dogs gather and head towards the new destination. The only unsuccessful hunter. You will be overlapped by the entire group. You are the youngest. No, I couldn't. I didn't catch them along the road. Otherwise, there were boars. Do not take pictures of them. It is such a shame. Make them at least 20 to 30. We are not supposed to relax. We didn't work, so we will not eat. Hunters are demotivated and disheartened, and only one abundant lunch could save them from the overhanging dark clouds. What are you preparing? Bean soup. The poor result of the morning-driven hunts make the hunters full of pessimism about the afternoon hunt. But that's the way with hunting. One day Lady Luck is backing you, and the next it deprives you from everything. Success is a no guarantee for everybody, no matter how badly you want it. This is the law of the goddess of the hunt. Success is inconsistent and fluctuates not by chance. A mystical creature distributes the hunting goods in the forest, and it is a woman. One day she loves you, the next day she doesn't pay attention to you, and you cannot do anything more than pay the favor. Here they come, a father, a son, and a daughter. See what is going on here? Why didn't it fall down? Just for the show, Stefan. This time, the driven hunt was about to be shorter. The place was checked, and the numerous traces of the boars that pushers have seen in the region also evidenced of the concentration of the boar sounders or of a very large herd. Hunters were also briefed and warned about the large pack we were expecting. We didn't mind shooting at the numerous boars. The tense air steadily increased the hunting impatience, and soon everybody was ready to get on fire because of the desire that was burning inside them to go tete-a-tete with the boars galloping in the forest. The driven hunt started with searching the dense young forest. The arrangement of the hunters at their post was about to be rapid, since the region was not far away. Fortunately, the wind was lateral, and it was not to give the drivers and hunters away in advance. Boars were about to remain calm until the time they hear the dogs, and it would be late for them to get out of the circle. I do not see this in that one. The last post was arranged and everything was ready for the action.
tutto è finito.
Did you see?
Накрая.
Finally, you got lucky.
Накрая він злізе. Само не ми казваш, че се жен. Накрая він злізе като е това. Да, нема точно на чисто черно, ама то пък
Две на
You took down 2 boars. Well done.
много професионално. Заснет съм се видиш какво е. Само, че може да се каже женски, а? Браво, кога е? Сега ли ще бъде? Не, едно черно ми слуша. Извинявам се, ако е новогодишно. А? Я съм новогодишно, нямам проблем. Няма проблем. Направим новогодишно женско, така? Ама ще ме видиш, моля ти.
Watch me, the way they fall.
Ще видя. Так така.
You kept mocking at me, and I decided to prove you are wrong.
Много накрая беше тръгнал вече това.
Не потохме с това.
One of them jumped down in the lowland. Yes, the black one. I missed it.
Тръгнал до гона му се изнесе. Само му видяха и долу близко. Не мога да чекам нещо.
How about you, my friend? They didn't stop barking at your place. Where were these dogs? Down in the gully. Down in the gully. These ones go around the basket, and it seems they are already domesticated. They are very funny and hairy. The last driven hunt for the day and the last chance for the hunters. It comes from the same place.
In today's episode, we saw several exceptional shots that are worth being included in our rubric Perfect Shot. One of them is the leader in today's ranking. The precise shots in combination with good timing for pulling the trigger provided the Bulgarian hunter with the opportunity to kill 2 wild boars of one and the same sounder. The well-measured and accurate movements during the preliminary firing preparation meant the wild boars noticed nothing as they passed by until the last moment. In the next episode of Boars and Hunters, we will be once again with the actor Samer Al-Masri. We will be convinced once again that the driven hunt for wild boars are attractive for everyone who has felt the hunting thrill at the sight of the sounders running through the forests. We will see plenty of shots and numerous precise hits. We will stalk the wild boars in the forest as well as from the high hunting seats. We will find out the secret of shooting from a great height and why some hunters miss targets that are seemingly easy. After the gunpowder fumes have scattered, we will see the exotic hunting adventures of Archie Nesbitt. The bow hunter that rarely misses his target will take us around the land of Aborigines in the Australian outback. Together with him, we will be hunting the black wild boars that are not native to the continent. Do not miss this new encounter of Boars and Hunters.